Thanks for joining me today. It's a beautiful, kind of cool day today. I hope you're doing well. As I was thinking about our walk, I was kind of thinking, gosh, what would be the best thing to talk about today? And I was thinking about my quiet time this morning and what I was really allowing to have happen inside of my heart today. And man, it just comes down to that, doesn't it? All the time. Realizing that the life that I desire to have, the relationships, the experiences, the love, the fulfillment, the desire to be who I truly am, to be loved as I truly am, to be known as I truly am, to know God as God truly is, to have that union. Gosh, none of that can happen by me trying to make it happen. No amount of manipulation or work or, striving and effort and learning could put me in those positions. And if it did, I would have to keep myself there. I would have to keep manipulating, keep working, keep striving, keep trying, keep learning. There's no end of it. And this amazing life lesson that I'm learning from the Holy Spirit is I don't have to do any of that. And I'm so thankful I don't have to do any of that. And neither do you. You don't have to do any of that. The learning comes from learning to let God do it inside of you. Learning that what we have been given is a free will to choose to let God do it or not. And if I were to do it, it would be some sort of fake version, I would never really be fulfilled. I would never really be who I wanted to be or experience that absolute love. It would always be some sort of false version of that. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in making it myself. I know we talked about seeds last time and how, you could never manufacture a seed. You could make something look like a seed, but you could never put the power and the pattern inside of it to make it become what it is. Nobody can do that. And so I would much rather take my hands off of the situations of my life and put them into the Holy Spirit's hands and say, you know what? I allow you to do this. I allow you to do it. I'm going to sit and watch. I'm going to wait till I feel like you're telling me to do something, and then I'm going to do that, whatever it is. There's just really something magnificent about finding out that you can do that and actually have God be leading your life. And it's so funny to me because sometimes the things that you think you're supposed to be doing are not the things you're supposed to be doing at all. And the things that make the most sense are not things that Holy Spirit brings to your mind to do at all. And but then when you do the things that come to mind, when you ask Holy Spirit about it, you find out the most amazing things happen. This one time, I was learning to do this. I was just getting up in the morning and I was saying, okay, I'm going to seek the kingdom first. God, what is it that we're doing today? And I saw myself mending a camp chair. And so I went outside and I started to sew up the arm of this chair, which I normally would have thrown away. It wasn't something I would have thought to mend. And then a few things after that came to my mind, but was really amazing about that is on Sunday we have a house fellowship, and Sundays we have people come over, and usually we sit outside if it's nice. And so we had all the chairs outside, and then we had a special visitor, somebody who doesn't normally come, who we really love, and we hadn't seen in about a year, walked into the backyard in the middle of that meeting and sat down in the chair that I had mended. And I started to cry because it was very touching to me that this person sat in this chair that had been mended. And when I mentioned it, he started to cry, and he said, it's actually more than just the chair that's being mended. My heart is being mended as I sit here because God is touching my heart. Man, I was never so happy that I mended a chair, that I did that seemingly silly task, but it was exactly what I was supposed to be doing, because it was what God was doing. It was tied into the healing of somebody's heart, and it was tied in to this beautiful relationship, this intricate, beautiful thing that God is weaving together, where we all play our part in. If we're all listening and we just allow ourselves to be led by the Spirit of Christ inside of us, we're going to be doing exactly the right thing, and we're going to find out that it was God, and it was exactly the right thing. And all these things that we think we have to fix, we really don't. We can say, Christ, I allow you to be the one to fix it. I allow you to be the one to make this relationship right. I'm going to take my hands off it. I'm going to stop manipulating the situation. I'm going to stop working at it. I'm going to stop trying to do things and say things in the natural to force somebody to be different or to make myself different. And I'm going to allow you to do the work. I allow you to change the version of my life into a new one. And I'm going to just wait until I feel you showing me or see or hear you showing me something to do. And that's what I'm going to do. And gosh, I just encourage you to do that today. I encourage you to allow Christ to do it. And just watch. And do what comes to mind. And one of the things I learned, when you ask Holy Spirit a question, Holy Spirit will show you. Holy Spirit will bring to mind what it is. And that's all. Usually the second thing that comes to mind is your intellect arguing with God, saying, that can't be. That probably wasn't God. That was just you. So just go with that first thing when you ask a question. And just trust and start to follow and see what happens. Oh gosh, I just love you. I just bless you today. I know that wonderful things are happening in your heart and in your life, in your mind and in your body. I know that as you stop trying so hard to fix it yourself, you're going to find that God has fixed it for you while you were watching, while you were resting, while you were allowing it to happen. And I bless you in that experience. I love you. Holy Spirit, thank you for my beautiful friend. Thank you for our walk today. Thank you for being so wonderful at making the most beautiful things and weaving us all together in your love. Thank you for always unctioning us when it's time to be somewhere or do something. And thank you for taking all the work upon yourself so that we can just be receiving of it and experiencing how much you love us. Thank you for blessing my friend today. See you next time.